site, there is much more going on than meets the eye. The adventure begins here. And that's how trades are done on CS Money. With Hellcase multi-cases, you're no longer restricted by random case opening mechanisms. Now, you are able to pick any of the cells containing skins and actually determine what you win. Use the promo code and dive right in.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to a third map. This is of course the decider of our best of 3 series. We saw some convincing stuff from Metallica in the first map, from NoChance in the second one, and now this being the decider Inferno, it's still, I'd say, a pretty good map here for the likes of Vitality. They, as an overpass, had a 100% win ratio, except that it has now been broken by NoChance. Let's see if they can actually do something of similar here on Inferno. You get to see that Vitality can be starting things out here on the CD side, NoChance on the terrorist side. In fact, the NoChance players will be investing in a decent amount of utility for the pistol round. There's the fact to be 2 smoke grenades, a Molotov in the hands of Crystal, but as well as Mike Lilla often go for that HE grenade. We are also going to be seeing what seems to be a pretty fast banana push here from NoChance, as they're moving on here towards the B bomb. So will they actually commit just yet? Apparently, yes, there you go. Flash is being deployed. It's now up to Apex and NBK to try to stop this push from NoChance, but it is looking pretty good right now for the Frenchman. There's NBK finding 1 kill, but it still ends up being consumed by the flames of Crystal. It's still now a full-on banana retake here from Vitality. Still Apex here in ruins. Looks like they're going to try to flush him out of there, but Apex, playing this one very safe, is in the standby position. Rad still checks him, and Apex does win the fight. Right now, it is looking pretty dire right now for Croman in this scenario. He's left here in ruins. He does find 1 more kill on Apex, but of course the defuse coming in. And I'm not sure if Croman can actually stop it. He will try to give it his best shot. He actually gets the 1 kill and the second one on Happy. And that's going to be a clutch here for Croman. And what a crucial one at that. He's able to spot out the last 2 players there and get the clutch for his team. Vitality, again, Dano losing a round that looked so good for them. That is such a huge shame here for the Frenchman. Wonder if you could actually even see the replay on how it turned out, but I mean that was just a big shame here. Looks like Vitality gonna continue on this matchup here with the Force Spy. Straight up investment here in the pistols. There's where Zevo opting to go for that scout of his. Might just be able to see the NoChance players might as well continue on moving forward on this B bomb side. It does look like that yet again they're deploying some of that utility. Crystal may be trying to bait out a shot from one of these players to understand what sort of weaponry they're using, and well, he does note there was 1 guy with the Deagle in CT spawn. Right about now, the push taking place here. Nukia is able to take down Apex, and NBK is stuck in a pretty awful situation. Still with the last bullet of the CZ, finds a kill. It's, of course, not looking too good here for Vitality. Zevo's though moving it with that scout of his. Not sure if he can find a kill here, but we'll try to give it a shot. Oh, sees the positioning of a couple of these players, and there's actually a second tag on Nukia. Bit of a shame as he was in line up to kill. Very good comes in. And there's a second one for Zebu. Suddenly becomes a winnable situation, but only at 4 points of health. He still gets the tag on Rad. Imagine if he somehow gets the headshot. That's suddenly clutch for Zebu. But, yes, that would have been, I'd say, even too sick for Zebu's standards. This round will be a pretty simple eco here for Vitality. You can see they're not going to be investing too much in a round like this, just going to be going for the basic pistols. Yeah, the guys from Vitality, though, have decided to put a decent amount of emphasis here towards middle. You can see that 4 players are stationed here towards a short position, so they might just be able to get something done here if NoChance is going to continue on with their push here and down mid. But it does look like they're just testing out the waters just yet. Not really committed to this bomb site just yet. Maybe hoping to spot a couple of these players here. NoChance sure does, and there's in fact a couple of kills working out for Vitality. Still can't really say this is the most doable round for them, as again they only have the pistols to work with, no armor to speak of. It looks like the NoChance players gonna try to regroup and hit this bomb site over here on the B site. NBK is here, but I don't really think he can even try to attempt to stop this push. The CT smoke is deployed, and yeah, this is gonna make things a lot harder here for Vitality. Oh, it does look like they're just gonna try to go for the straight up push with the smoke, but there's of course Crummin and Rad to stop that push. And there's another round here for NoChance. The third round comes in, and I would say it's pretty good here for Vitality in terms of investment in the fourth round. It's obviously the rifles coming in, and AWP finally in the hands of Zebu. Something we haven't seen too much out of him, to be honest. Especially in the map like Overpass. I mean, the Frenchman were really struggling in the money department, so it's a very nice to see that AWP is back in the hands of a competent player. Oh, some early damage being dealt here by Rad. Looks like somehow Happy's able to survive that engagement. Molotov isn't deep enough to stop Crowman. There's a kill here for, well, the man himself. Can't really say this is looking too good here for Vitality. It's interesting to note that Apex is still holding, I'd say, quite an aggressive position here towards the banana. Imagine if Apex ends up dying here. That's pretty much it here. There we go. There's Crowman with a massive kill here towards banana. It means that Vitality have to rotate one of their players back on the B side. Of course, that player here is Zebu, but it doesn't look like it's going to be seeing any action at this point. The NoChance players looks like they want to try to group up and hit this A bomb site right now. As we can see players coming in there for alongside of the map. Short as well. I think this might have been, yeah, there's also Rad in the apartments. It's going to be very interesting whether the Vitality players can hold this one down. Happy and RPK are in the pit. Not too bad positions for them, but we can see this is all but a fake here by NoChance. They're not really committing to the bomb site just yet. Crystal, though, trying to clear out CD Small, maybe hoping to spot out a rotating Zebu. But that's not really the case. Right now, NoChance are going to be trying to push this B bomb site. The smoke grenades will be lined up here for the CT, and still Zebu ends up missing the first shot. There's still a lot more players he has to find here. There's still going to be a pretty open plant spot. Zebu finds the kill, and Crystal, he's finally made his way down CT, but it's a bit too late. All Zebu has to do is just hide in this position. That's going to be the round here for Vitality. Oh man, that's the problem, NoChance. They had very little time to work into that scenario, and they didn't even have, well, any proper utility remaining, which made things so much harder for them. Not gonna lie, it worked out pretty well here for Vitality. Now we can see that NoChance do, yeah, they were still kind of thinking about it, but now they've definitely committed to the force fight. You know, they do have some of those separated pistols. The Galil, the hands of Michael Lille. Nukia with the rifle. AK-47. But it does look like they're going to be starting off this round with some presence here towards the apartments, I guess. At least there's where Rad is heading. Interestingly enough, he doesn't have one of his teammates backing him up. He's just clearing out the apartments by his lonesome. Not sure why Nuke isn't there to help him out. It could be a much more stronger tag team duo by one guy looking towards the longer side of the apartments, the other one looking towards Boiler. But as we can see, that's really not the main goal here for NoChance. It kind of looks like they might just try to go for this bomb site push yet again. There's going to be a smoke grenade being thrown out by Apex himself. And right about now, it does look like NoChance might just commit to the bomb site push. But will they actually walk into the smoke? It is quite risky. So I think they're just going to wait for the smokes to fade and then make the push happen. There's going to be one more Molotov running in, a flash grenade, and now the push is taking place here by NoChance. They might just be able to get all the kills here necessary. There we go. There's some great openings here for NoChance, and yet the CT smoke. There is a CT smoke. Zevo will find a killer, Michael Lille. This does mean that Vitality, they still have a chance coming into this one. Of course, Zevo tries to go with the wall bang, can't succeed just yet. It's going to be NoChance players trying to hold this one down. RPK alongside his teammate Happy, making some swift progress here. They win the fight against Rad. So of course, 2 more players remaining. Zevo finds Nukia. And where on earth is Crystal? They may not anticipate him, or in fact, they do anticipate him here in Ruins. That's going to be 3 kills for Zevo, and of course, a second round for Vitality. Which I think also ends up meaning that this, yeah, it looks like this upcoming round will just have to be, I'd say, simple eco for NoChance. The good thing is that they do have what seems to be, let's see, around $3,000, so it's not too bad for NoChance. They can definitely invest in some of those upgraded pistols, maybe even some Kevlar as well. And that should be good enough for them. We're still going to be hoping to get a proper investment on that 7th round, but for now, it's just going to get this eco on the way. Oh, Nukia, gotta check that minimap. Would have been quite a shame to actually hit your teammate there in the head with that CZ. But even so, I mean, in a round like this, I would love to see maybe NoChance try to go for a simpler setup. Maybe even just a straight up push on one of the bomb sites, but that doesn't seem to be necessarily the case, as right about now they're going to be taking over Banana Control, which, in all fairness, has just been given up for Vitality. They're not really too concerned about it. Michael Lille making some noise here, trying to keep these CTs on their toes. But it looks like the main push here will still be happening in middle. There's a good shot from Crowman and RPK. There's so many players that have to win the fights again, but you cannot succeed. Now Happy's here to back him up. But we can see that the damage has been dealt here by NoChance, and Rat finds a good killer on Happy. And suddenly the B, actually no, it's the A bombs that are being opened up. Zevo now coming in for the retake here. He does have his teammate MBK to back him up. So almost certainly going to continue on with this retake here. Zevo, another kill for him. It looks like Crystal and Michael Lille. I can't really say they're in the worst positions right now. I mean, Michael being hit, not a bad spot. There we go. There's the headshot coming in. Now it's all up to my NBK. And I have to admit, the crossfire, it is pretty good here for NoChance. NBK now hoping to find at least one of these kills. He knows the positioning of Crystal, but he might just be able to get the better of him. This is just a ring around the rose. There's NBK with the kill, but he's simply running out of time. He needs to find his kill as soon as possible. And right about now, Michael playing with the time, playing with that P250 of his. And that could be enough to win the round, which it is. A round for NoChance. But just a very simple eco. Well done here by the European mix. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, something simple here for NoChance. They just had 4 players peeking out of middle. They were able to take down RPK and Happy. Or was it RPK and Apex, I think. Of course, they fall, then take down Happy on the bomb site. It suddenly becomes a very doable round for NoChance to be winning. Looks like the NoChance players not going to be taking any chances here. They're going to be playing this one relatively safe. We can see that they're just in sort of stationed there towards middle. Nuka playing far back, maybe hoping to find out what are these Vitality players playing aggressive for the apartments, but that's not necessarily the case. We can see that Vitality, even in a round like this, is going to be continuing holding towards middle. Just somehow, the mid side was looking way stronger as they actually have a decent crossfire here set up. But it's not necessarily the round-winning thing here, Vitality. They're not going to be seeing any of these players just yet. Still going to be playing quite passively the B side as well. And NoChance. Not really giving any opportunities for Vitality, but I think there's a flash coming in. Crystal trying to spray his gun there, and Nuke actually takes down his teammate, but I think it still would have been a kill there for NBK. You can see right now, NoChance have actually been dealt a decent amount of casualties here. Would you look at that? Zivu finding one more kill. And this is now looking pretty horrid for NoChance. 20 seconds remaining. They have to hit one of the bomb sites, but which one will it be? Mike Lille trying to regroup with his teammate there, and he drops dead. And Croman? What's Croman doing? Don't tell me Croman timed out. Oh, no, he has. Oh, no, Happy. Oh, not going to abuse it. I thought he might just go in there to actually try to get the knife in, but just going to get the kill with the SMG. Oh, boy. I do hope that's not going to be a serious issue here for Crewman. But looks like the man's timed out. Maybe a good reconnect should be good enough, but I do hope that it's not a more serious issue. Something that, an issue with the internet service provider, no, that would be quite a shame. Because then they would have to look for another stand-in here, NoChance, which, of course, that's what Croman is doing right now. He is a stand-in here as their teammate Scream isn't able to play. So if anything, if it isn't a serious issue, it shouldn't be too difficult for Croman to find a fix. But it's also quite important to note that apparently Croman, he has been the highest fragging player here for NoChance. I think he had 11 kills before disconnecting. That's pretty much an equal number of kills like for Zivu. There we go. Croman's back. Should be able to continue on with the matchup. I do hope that it wasn't something serious there, like the internet service provider just simply cutting off the internet. Nope, I just think that was a good old-fashioned timeout. Looks like we are going to be able to continue on with our matchup here. NoChance on the back of losing that round earlier, I think. Yeah, it still looks like they have some of that money in their pockets. But I do believe they might have just gone for the force by here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We can see that Michael Lilla has decided to purchase the sniper rifle. The other guys, looks like, yeah, it's just going to be pistols for them. Now let's see what Michael Lilla can find here on the terrorist side. I must admit, though, in the previous matchups, I can't really say Michael Lilla has found too much success with that sniper rifle. But if anything, in a round like this, it would be great for them to find some of these openings. And the good thing is, say Michael Lilla ends up dying with a sniper rifle, he can still have one of his teammates to pick it up, maybe try to find some kills by their own. Looks like slowly but surely, some of these NoChance players are just grouping up here towards Banana. Might as well be a full-on execute here on this bomb site. That seems to be the only opportunity you have here, NoChance, but as you can see, they're now backing away all the way back on the A side. These might as well continue on pushing forward here. They don't really have enough time to actually even try to back away towards the B side. This has to be a full-on commitment. Not really sure if Michael can find anything with that sniper rifle of his, as now the pistol players trying to get anything done here, but they can't find a single kill. So all the kills working out here for Zivu, as well as some of the Vitality members, like Happy and RPK. But that was pretty much a pretty good round here for Vitality. Now this one, of course, it will be just a simple eco for NoChance. Only the Glocks that they have to play with here. A couple of those nades, sure, but it's obviously not too much here, and they might just get something done here with the nades. That's some some damage being dealt on Apex and NBK, but I mean, they have to continue on pushing forward only with the pistols, so I'm not sure if they can get anything done here. NBK is spraying through madly, but we can see that the entire Vitality roster is here. And it will be another round here for Vitality in the books. This time around, they finally have got 5 rounds on the board. And this is starting to look like a much better, well, I'd say, a much better map than our second one, Overpass. As I think throughout the entirety of the second map, actually on the CD side, let me think, didn't Vitality win like 2 rounds? I think that was it. I think Vitality only won like 2 rounds on the CD side. So obviously, here on Inferno, things are looking much better. We're going to have to wait and see for how long. It looks like this is going to be a bit of a more aggressive push here from the Vitality players. Apex holding quite the aggressive angle. He doesn't actually fire off the shot just yet. He's just going to try to make his way down ramp. It does have to be quite careful, but the good thing is he does have his teammate Zivu back him up. And it looks like Rad did get that initial kill, and he does make his way down pit. So it looks like even though Zivu and Apex had a pretty good push there, they're still going to have to find themselves a difficult time here. Zivu somehow finds the kill on Nukia. And right about now, you can see that Rad has made his way down pit. Zivu anticipates the player to be there. And right about now, as they eliminate the pit guy, it's all up to Michael, who is here in the apartments. Where is he going to go right now? He does have a decent time to work with, but he might just find a pretty good opening here to actually make his way out middle. It doesn't seem to be bad an idea for Michael. But at the same time, if you're going to try to make your way on this A-bomb set, you have to face the likes of NBK, who's here. As well as, I think, Happy, so there's the first kill for Michael. Still a couple more to go if he wants to try to make this clutch happen, but it does look like Zivu, slowly but surely, is going to be rotating back towards this A-bomb side. Oh, uh-oh, Michael missing smoke there. But, yes, Happy knows the positioning there of the last remaining NoChance player, which means that Vitality will have 1 more round on the board. That's now 6 here in total. Which does mean that the NoChance players, on the back of them losing the previous round, it just has to be another eco, it seems like. Because they have lost a decent amount of rounds in a row right now, NoChance, they're going to be stuck in this perpetual cycle where 1 round, they will be able to have a proper investment. But say if they end up losing the round right after that, it's just going to be another eco here for the European mix. That's pretty much the case so far in this matchup. Again, they're back at the pistols, NoChance. They have, again, some of those upgraded pistols, but it's not looking too great for them. Though, we will see a pretty simple push here in the A-bomb set, apparently. You have a couple of their players in the middle here. RPK might just be the first man of contact here, as he definitely knows there's also a guy right there in the apartments. So we'll see if they can actually find anything here. NoChance, they're able to find at least 1 kill here, but of course they have to face the likes of Zivu, which they actually do succeed in getting the kill. That's now the AWP being dropped, and of course Happy's here as well, and Rad somehow lands up the shot. Might as well put himself in a more doable scenario, but he's going to have to land some 6 shots with the Deagle, and I do like this from NBK and Apex. Sticking this one together. They don't necessarily have to be holding different positions, but this is a bit problematic right now. Rad might just get the kill here on Apex, and if he does, that's suddenly down to a 1-on-1 scenario, which wouldn't be looking too bad for the Norwegian. You can see that Rad is gonna have a very difficult time here. The timing's not right. And there we go. Apex finds one more kill here. And we might just be able to see a pretty good investment here from NoChance. There we go. The rifles coming into play, as well as the AWP in the hands of Michael. Oh man, it's one of those games, isn't it? Here's a certain Zivu that has now 20 kills in this matchup. Oh man, it's not even like the first half has ended. No, the very first half is still taking place. And Zivu already able to find so much impact. Oh, Zivu with a quite aggressive angle there, and Nuka does succeed with the first kill. But I wonder where's Michael station now? Looks like the majority of these players is going to be rolling out of the apartment. Zivu able to do some serious work with that sniper elf of his. But we have to admit now, with the bomb now being dropped, Happy might just be able to stop Chrome, and no, apparently he cannot. Now it's all up to NBK here, making some fast plays here, but yep. Well, it looks like Michael might have been able to spot him out. That's going to be a 5th round for NoChance. Looks like NBK gonna be playing a bit more passively here towards Banana. I was maybe hoping to see that Apex and NBK might just start to take over Banana control, but looks like they're just gonna be playing quite passively. That has been pretty much the case here towards Banana. There have been very few instances where Apex alongside NBK have decided to take for that Banana presence, but it's primarily been just given up for free here for NoChance. Even though they are deploying some of that utility here, most importantly, they do have still one of their smoke grenades remaining. It looks like Crystal is actually going to try to move in for the smoke. Apparently, that's what the entire NoChance roster are going to try to do here. That's a quick kill here on NBK. There's a huge gap here for Haven trying to exploit. Well done here by Happy. But we still can see that the NoChance players will be able to plant the bomb yet again. And I'm not really sure. Yes, in fact, that's not even going to be the case. Zivu alongside RPK going to try to save their weapons here as they realize what a horrible situation this is. Not even really going to consider trying to go for the retake. It's just going to have to be a good old save here. And the good thing is, they should be able to save because the NoChance players still hoping for a Vitality retake, but that won't necessarily be the case. As the first half is now coming to a close, I can't really be for certain to tell you which team is going to be able to win these last 2 rounds here in the first half. There's going to be a pretty good setup here by RPK, and alongside his teammate, there's some 2 massive kills for RPK. So with that being said, NoChance now put themselves in a pretty difficult scenario. 4-on-3 is obviously going to be favoring the CTs at this point, and it kind of looks like on the back of them losing those 2 kills here, NoChance gonna continue on with this bomb side push. There's Happy being blinded and Nuka finding killing NBK. Suddenly, this isn't that similar round as they might have thought it to be. Apex, at least he finds the kill on Nuka. But now he definitely needs his teammate Zero to make the rotation as fast as possible. He's here on the bomb site, trying to do as much as he can here, but of course he's being shut down from both sides, and now it's all up to Zero. I think he might know the positioning of both these players. I do hope Apex has been able to communicate that well enough. Now, of course, the problem is that the bomb carrier is here in the pit, and yes, Mike Lilla tries to find the kill there on Zivu. But right now, Crystal, it's going to be a straight-up AWP duel between the two players. And at the very least, Crystal does recover the bomb, but look at that. That's some great movement and timing for Zivu. Is able to get the clutch in, and one more round for Vitality is so certain. Not too bad. That was such a good clutch from him. The NoChance players, it looked like they might just be able to make that push happen on the bomb side, but you are going up against the likes of Zivu, and in that scenario, you have to be very careful if you're NoChance. You can never underestimate that man. He's been able to show us some great CS so far this evening. Looks like Zivu might just play a bit more aggressive here. There's a flash running in on top, but I think he didn't realize the position there of Chroman, and he's just pretty much stuck there right behind the wall. There's really nothing Chroman could have done there other than go for a straight-up pre-fire there on the car position, but it looks like that even he didn't realize the positioning of Zivu. There's a lot of noise now being made by NoChance. I think it might be intentional to some extent. I don't really think that necessarily this will be an A-bomb side push from NoChance, though they do have the bomb here as well. So I'm very intrigued to know whether they're going to continue on with this push. There's Michael Lillard finding the kill on Apex. Probably, maybe, would have been wiser for Apex to be holding that position he was in. But right now, you can see that Vitality sees that the mid-presence, there's not a single T player here. And I think they realized the plot here that NoChance are trying to do here. It is going to be a pump side push here on B. Zaibu now, the only player here, right behind Coffins. He can win the fight against Crystal. There's the bomb now being, I think, dropped. Oh no, it's going to be going in the hands of Crystal. He should be able to plant the bomb in this scenario. And obviously, if you're Vitality, you're going to try to go for this retake. Can't really say it's looking too bad here for the Frenchman, but it's obviously looking a bit better here for NoChance. The positioning here is pretty good right now. One important fight here is obviously going to be towards Banana. Rad can actually find the kill on the B side player. This might just work out here, but now it's all up to, well, barely up to no one, as Happy alongside RPK are able to get that clutch and get one more round here for Vitality. It's going to be 9 rounds here for the CTs. And I'd say with 9 rounds on the CT side of Inferno, I think the Frenchmen are going to be quite happy. Especially when you take a look at the scoreboard and realize how the first couple of rounds went on, and they were, well, pretty decisive for NoChance. At the end of it all, Vitality have been able to pull off a bit of a comeback, I guess you could say. A bit of a streak of rounds, which led them to acquiring those 9 rounds on the CT side. Now, as the sides have been switched, it is quite interesting to note that Vitality won't be opting to go for any utility just yet, just a straight up Kevlar and pistol. I think Michael Lilla has been able to spot it out, a couple of those players. There's of course now a banana push here towards the B side from RPK alongside his teammate Apex. But I can't really be for certain where the Vitality player is going to push right now. They do have some presence here, the apartments as well. There's Happy being stationed there. But right about now, Vitality, they're not even going to post here in the middle. You can see that they have some great presence here towards the middle. And in fact, Mike Lilla, alongside Radigan, have such a difficult time holding on to this A-bomb. So Mike Lilla now goes down, and that's the only guy that pretty much was holding off that A-side defensive. It means that Crystal and Co. Gonna continue on with the retake, but it's obviously not gonna be looking too easy here from NoChance. It is interesting to note that the bomb plant not going down here for Vitality just yet because the bomb is in the pit position. And doesn't look like Z wants to get out of there, but right now you're going up against Crystal, and that's an easy kill for NBK. So there's the 10th round for Vitality. But not too bad of a pistol round indeed. With that pistol round now going in favor of Vitality, it means that they have a pretty good chance at actually winning this upcoming round as well, as the NoChance players do decide to go for what seems to be a full eco here. There's the 5-7 in the hands of Rad, but that's about it really. Primarily, it's just going to be a full-on eco. But yeah, it's not going to be the hardest of rounds for Vitality. At least from looking at their investment, it's looking much better than what the NoChance players can offer. But I guess we're still going to have to wait and see how it turns out. They're being very careful in their banana approach, deploying the Molotovs in some of the more common positions here in banana. And as they are stationed here, got some pretty good angles here. RPK at Apex with those SMG of theirs. It doesn't look like they're going to be committing to this B bomb site just yet. In fact, the NoChance players testing out the waters towards middle as well. Or it might just be bomb sites here. The push is on the bomb sites at the same time here towards the B side as well as the A side. That's a good flash coming in. Rad will get the kill on Apex. And I don't think if you're Vitality, you want to continue on pushing on that B bomb side. If anything, it looks like the Vitality player is going to group up and hit this A side. There's the 3 players here. Now the bomb's been picked up here by RPK. It looks like they're just going to make their way here, but RPK got to make sure he doesn't end up dying there and giving up the bomb here for the CTs. That seems to be the case. Looks like RPK will be get out of there of the Hellfire. And Nukia, alongside Rad, going to find themselves in a very difficult predicament, as the last man standing is Nukia with a Mac 10 of his. Don't really think he's going to be keeping that Mac 10 of his. Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not the best gun out there, as well as coming into this upcoming round, it won't be the best weapon. Oh. He's definitely hoping someone would come here towards second mid. But, obviously, if Nukia gets a kill with that Mac 10 of his, that's $600 in his pockets. Still hasn't been spotted out by a single player here of the Vitality squad. Might just get the better here of Z. There we go. There's the Mac 10 coming in. But it's still going to be happy getting the last kill of the round. And it will be 11 rounds here for the Frenchman. Looks like we're going to be seeing early engagement here towards Banana. There's, of course, Chroman alongside Apex, trying to distinguish their Molotovs, which, at the end of it all, Chroman was pretty much shunned down by his teammate. He was shunned. It wasn't really a position how he could have helped him out, but Apex is able to find a second kill. Wouldn't be too surprised that on the back of those 2 kills, Vitality just continue on moving on this bomb site right now. He's very close to actually hitting Nukia through the smoke. But obviously Nukia does have a pretty good angle there, at least he had. Now he's playing right behind the smoke, and he somehow gets spotted out by Apex. And it does look like the NoChance player is going to have a very difficult time with their task, as the guys here from NoChance. There's, of course, Mike Lele here in Ruins. But we have to admit that Rad, he's just now walking around the apartments, having a good view there of second middle. Trying to hope he could save that XM of his, the auto shotty, which we went through some contact here. Happy will win the fight against Rad. And right now, it's all up to Mike Lele, which obviously I think he's trying to save that FAMAS of his. Or apparently not. RPK will get the better of Mike Lele. And as we can see, folks, this second half is coming to a close right now. The NoChance players, again, are just simply running out of money. So it seems to be very likely for Vitality to get one more round on the board, as, well, the European mix is just a horrible state of affairs here in the second half. If you're going to be losing a gun round, it means that on the back of it, you're just going to have to go for an eco the next one. You try to go for another investment, you don't succeed there, there's another eco round for you. It's just such a horrible side note here for NoChance, but we are seeing very simple push down mid. Didn't get a single kill so far, and it looks like they won't. A pretty good cleanup here for Vitality. They don't end up losing a single player, and there's 13 here for the Frenchman. There's the NoChance players having, I'd say, a pretty good investment here. We can see that Croman has got a sniper rifle. Michael opted to go for one of his own, and Croman is able to spot an RPK there for a little gap there in the smoke. Which means that there's the first opening here for NoChance, which they definitely could have used in this scenario. Oh, though it does look like Patrick gets a kill there in Nukia. Not really sure how that happened, but I do believe it happened in the apartments. Not really sure if the Vitality player is going to continue on moving on this A bomb side, as I think they realize that Rad, oh, this is so sick from Rad. He might just be able to spot out Zivu here. He doesn't, though, interestingly enough. Rad still gets the better of Happy, but right now Zivu realized that he has allowed one of his teammates actually die in the hands of, oh, one of these players, though. Zivu gets the better of Michael. So right now he's gonna, I thought he might just head on over towards CT spawn. But looks like he might just try to meet up with his own teammate, NBK. And they could still really go whatever they want. If they do worse, so they might just make their way on the B bomb site. But because they got 2 kills here on A, I wouldn't be too surprised. They're just gonna continue on moving here. There's Zivu, the first man in. And he, not sure if he spotted out, but now he definitely gets the kill on Brad. It means that the A bomb site has fallen here. The T is going to have themselves some good positions, as we can see. Zivu probably, oh, I think he's trying to find that AUG of Rad. But right now, of course, the Vitality players will have some great positionings here. Zivu going to be in the pit. I do believe NBK is going to be holding from the side. And looks like NoChance still going to try to go with this retake. The one thing we have to note is that the NoChance players, they don't really have the fuse kits, which means that they have to hurry up here. Haven't really made too much progress here. There's smoke grenades being deployed here from short. Zivu still lands the headshot. Could go for more, but Croman ends up getting the better of him. But right now, the smoke grenade is in perfect vision here for NBK. He gets the headshot on Croman. And most importantly, another round here for Vitality has NoChance. Haven't gotten a single, well, yeah, in fact, a single round here on the CT side. It's been primarily the Vitality show here on the T side. As NoChance, yeah, they realize how very little they have to work with here. And apparently it will be a force buy from their side. It's not good. It's really not good here for NoChance. We have some of those upgraded pistol. Pardon me. Yes, some of those upgraded weapons. Like, you have the SMG for Rad. Mods, Max 7 here for Michael. Some good nade damage being dealt, but can't really say it's... Oh, the nade though. Ooh, again, some damage on Apex. He's somehow still surprised of it, only 1 point of health. But it looks like Croman can try to give it his best shot. But yes, he gets found out by the remaining Vitality players. And it looks like they might just continue on moving forward on the B side. Or will they? Happy. Good positioning from him. Does get 1 kill, but Rad will get the better of him. Okay, right now in middle, he ends up falling. And if anything, Vitality know the positioning of the last remaining CT. So they're just going to get their running shoes on and make their way into B bombs. They're going to plant that bomb as well in a pretty open position. Something tells me that this will be a round here for Vitality. The 15-1 for them. And it looks like Rad still wants to try and go for this one, interestingly enough. It does have HP on his side, so that's one thing working out. But he's going to have to be very careful in his approach. He's clearing out every single nook and cranny. You can never be sure about the positioning here of the Frenchman. In fact, Rad still moving in here. There's ever so little time remaining here. And even though the Vitality players are retreating, I don't think, yeah, there's simply not enough time for him to get the defuse in. And yes, that will be the 15th round here for Vitality. Mike Lille, good early fracture from Happy, as I think he might have been flashed out by one of his teammates. So that's some good team effort from NoChance, but you can still see that the trade still works out here for the Frenchmen as they put themselves in a 4-on-4 scenario. It kind of looks like they're going to keep things pretty simple here. Just a straight up push here on the B bomb side. RPK first man in, can win the fight against Crewman. As right about now, Crystal and Crewman with the MP9s are doing all the work here on the B bomb side. NBK is here, but it's a bit too late for the party, as the guests are about to leave and get themselves one more round on the board. There seems to be a very good chance that NoChance will get themselves 7. There you go. 7 round here for the CT side. And I was maybe hoping that they could have reset the economy for Vitality, but now that I take a look at it, 2 guys, I think even 3 players, had $10,000 in their pockets. So as we can see, Vitality have money for days. For them, cash is not an issue. So all they have to do right now is just get that last round here on the board, and they're going to secure themselves the map as well as the match here. There's Michael Lissa again trying to find an early opening. It looks like he's not going to win the fight against NPK though. Even though you could argue that NPK put himself in a very open position. Happy though, I think he anticipates another seed to be pushing here. That is some great game sense right now from Happy. Will be a game here of patience between the 2 gentlemen. Holland got their angles, and Brad still wins the fight against Happy. It does look like Prominent is pretty much abandoned here by Crystal. Crystal trying to do whatever he can, but as he goes down, it means that so falls the B-side defensive. The terrorists can now very simply plant the bomb here at the B-side, put themselves in some good post-plant positions, and try to secure themselves the match here. RPK though, towards Ruins, has got to be quite careful here. If he ends up falling, he puts his teammate in a pretty awful scenario. There's now 1 and 2 here for NBK. He's going to have to try and win it. There's the first kill here for NBK, but with that kill working out for him, he has revealed his position. So if anything, NBK not going to have quite a difficult time. There's the Molotov being deployed, and he's going to hit Rat in this position, and he even anticipates him to come from CT. There's some great movement here from NBK. The 2 players is jumping around frantically. And right now, Rat trying to play the waiting game, and so does NBK, and I think there's still enough time for him to get the defuse in. And it looks like it's going to be one more round for NoChance. The match ain't end yet. It's not the end just yet. And NoChance, I will admit, this past couple of rounds have been quite good. Pretty close for NoChance, that's for sure, but they're getting the victories. What, for them to reach overtime, they have to win 7 rounds in a row. So it's definitely a possibility here for NoChance. Is it an easy task? Nope. Definitely not the easiest of tasks here for the CTs. I'm still gonna try to give it a go. Lele has been trying to get a lot of these opening frags we're seeing, but can't really say he found the most of success. There we go. That's a good flick from Mike Lele. Though it's gonna get one more kill here on one of these players, but you still have to admit this position is looking pretty good for NoChance. They're in a 4-on-3. Looks like the Vitality players might just continue on with this bomb site push. However, smoke grenades are blocking off their vision, so they're gonna have to wait for them to fade before they can continue on moving forward. Though, the way things are looking right now for Vitality, I wouldn't be too surprised if they continue on with this bomb site push. Happy right now, jumping to the pit, does take down Michael Elliott. Good kill from him, and I think there's only one more player on the side itself. Happy spots him out. That's another good kill for Happy. And right now, Chrome is able to get one, and in fact, the second guy on Zebu. It means that Vitality not gonna have themselves the easiest of ends here. The NoChance players, I think they have won 3 rounds in a row. So they're definitely turning up here on the CT side. Maybe a bit too late in this matchup, but they're still trying to get something done here. Looks like the pause has been called out here by, I would presume, the Vitality players. Man, would you look at this? You have guys like, Apex not having the most best of games. You have his other teammates like, Happy sitting on 20 kills. And then you have Zebu on 33 at this point. It's just ridiculous. I think he also had a pretty monstrous game on Dust 2. If I recall correctly, I think Vitality Zebu yet again had something of a 30 bomb. That, I think the scoreline was even 16-5. Something even more one-sided in this matchup. The Vitality players seems like they want to be taking over Apartment's control. As we can see, if they want to try to contest one of these CTs, it's going to be Nuke in this position. It looks like he's not going to be able to see single players so far. So I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends up backing the way out of here. Yes, that's going to be the obvious choices. In fact, it could be a good push here from Vitality. Nuke is able to line up the first kill on ABK, but there's still a lot more players to find here, and so far so good for NoChance. Able to find every single kill so far. RPK alongside Happy. It's alive in this one, but if they're going to make their way into the pit position, it's not going to be looking too good here for NoChance. But as you can see, there's some kills working out for Vitality, and suddenly down to a 2-on-2 in which Mike Lilla has got the op out. If he can't land the shot, there's finally Crowman coming in. But right now, Happy, that could have been such a sick lineup for Happy. But it ain't going to be it. Nope, that's not going to be it. That was a very close round for Vitality again, though they haven't been able to secure it. And somehow, NoChance players have actually reached double digits. They could be very happy about their success so far. Still, it's going to be 5 rounds for them to win in order to secure the first set of overtime. But right now, that's looking ever more so likely. Oh, good kill there by Mike Lille. Going to take down the French prodigy. Right now, interesting enough, Mike Lille still wants to try to get the re-peek in, which at this point I don't really think that's the best of ideas for NoChance. As already with them finding the initial pick, that is good enough. Don't necessarily even try to have to go for more initial engagements. Looks like some smoke grenades being deployed. Of course, Nuke alongside Quinn have a pretty good setup, and yet Happy somehow comes out on top. Suddenly puts his team back to a pretty doable position. It's a 3-on-3. If anything, the Frenchmen are going to be quite happy about this one, as not only they got those 2 kills in the middle, they forced out the NoChance players to head on back towards that A bomb site. Right now, this is looking pretty good for Vitality. They might just be able to crack this B side defense. There's only Lonesome Crystal here, who he himself hasn't had the greatest of games so far. So if anything, Vitality could be able to get something done here, but Crystal still finds 2 kills here. I might have spoken too soon, as Crystal gets 2 massive kills and puts his team on the 11th. Man, I underestimated Crystal now, didn't I? Oh boy, this is actually looking pretty scary right now for Vitality. At one point, they looked like they might just be able to run away with this matchup, but for now, we can see they're kind of struggling. Now just gonna have to go with the pistols here. Nuke is able to drop the Clown Carrier NBK. So at least one kill working out here for the NoChance players. As we can see that some of these guys are coming alive in some very crucial moments. You know, Nuke is able to find an initial kill. We saw Crystal have a pretty ridiculous round earlier. So it can't really be for certain that Vitality are for sure going to be able to close this out. There's Rad able to find... Actually, no, it's Zewu finding the kill on Rad. Nuke right now in pretty common position, which RPK will check. Don't tell me not like this, NoChance. Don't tell me they're going to be losing on mere pistols. NoChance guys going to continue on with the retake, obviously, as they don't have any opportunities to be saving the guns here. Apex gets find out through the smoke. Right about now, this puts the scales in a more dual position for NoChance. As, of course, Chroman, he should be able to close this one out. He is coming in there for the apartments. I don't think the NoChance player is going to be looking for him right now. No, there's Zewu getting the kill, and you can see there's still one more player remaining here. That's Crystal, and there's Happy's Deagle. 16-11, and Vitality will be able to close this one out on a on just a mere eco with the pistols. And that's about it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the matchup. This, of course, means that Vitality do end up winning the best of 3 series. And that's going to be it here for Vitality versus NoChance. Our second best of 3 will be, I think, Winstrike going up against Spirit. So if you guys want to watch that matchup, stay tuned to the channel.